Alright everybody, we're back with another video. Today's video is about, I guess, everything we need to know about the World's Festival. Like the article says, UVS Games left this article a few days ago. I don't remember when it was posted. I'm late on this like always. Because I pre-record my stuff like weeks in advance. So we're going to drop this on the same day as the banned and errata list for December 3rd came out. And then we're going to post this on the same day that the BERT 2 video comes out. So yeah, which you've already seen. Well, the BERT video I'll move so it comes out later and this comes out early in the morning, but whatever. So they released some cool news. Hello UniVersus players, Levi. This must be Josh talking because it says Levi and I are here to give some exciting updates for 2024 Worlds. It's been a really intense yet fun time as we draw closer to the biggest and most prestigious event of the 2024 OP cycle. Obviously, the World Championship is one of the events we are most looking forward to as it's the culmination of the season and the opportunity of some of you to challenge one another and see who's crowned champion. We also understand the announcement stating that the World Champs was going to be closed event was not ideal to any players who didn't meet the criteria to attend. That's sad. We have heard you and understand where you're coming from because we want to do our best to give you an opportunity to gather as a community and feel as much of the world's experience together as possible while introducing the World's Festival up in the title. We have been working very closely with Sean O'Brien at Ross or TCG, which kind of seems like he's carrying the game's OP on his back for a while. Yeah, Sean's doing the best work he can. He's amazing. He is amazing. So yeah, everyone give Sean props. Respect in the chat, all that stuff. This consideration deserves the highest level of excitement, I'll hand the reins over to Levi to give you all the juicy details. So does this mean that Josh thinks he's not as exciting as Levi? I don't know. So, it's whatever. But anywho, attention UniVersus, Levi reporting to give you all the details, hosted by Roster CCG, the expansion of the worlds in a myriad of ways, give you a few banger reasons to attend. We know banger is one of Levi's favorite words. And to attend the 2024 World Championship, if you can't be competing yourself, let's start by discussing the main event. Recently, there's been a lot of confusion regarding what will happen if players not, from any region elect not to attend the World Championship. First things first, we're going to clear that up and simultaneously announce the most exciting part of the 2020 World's Festival's last chance qualifier. This format will take place on Friday, February 14th, the day before the main Worlds tournament, despite now having the same name as last year's LCQ event. We'll be working a little differently. So there are just dedicated slots. So this year, the LCQ will retain slots from all players who qualified who will not elect to attend the event. There will be no pass downs of slots based on placement, points leaderboard, or in any other way. And it will be based on the conclusion of NA Nationals. So at the NA Nationals that Monday, February 6th, I believe would be that Monday. Yeah. Exact numbers. We'll know. Okay, so we'll know the day after the LCQ qualified players till February, so we'll have the exact date. We'll know who is qualifying right after NA Nats, and then February 5th we'll have to confirm their attendance, and then any slots not used will be announced on 6th. So there's a 0 to 32 player. There could be 0. Well, obviously it's not going to be all 32 slots, but there's a 0 to probably 15 slots, I would say, on average. Probably 10. It would probably be a good estimate, maybe. It just depends on how many people come over from OCE. We know the UK travels, the EU, I should say. It's not just the UK, but the EU travels pretty well. So we could probably say whatever slots will be entered into this last chance qualifier will be from the OCE for the most part. And then we have a bunch of tournaments. We have a retro event and a teams event, which is awesome. Sean is also running those. And then it looks like there's going to be a prize wall. Yeah, more news regarding side events. Prize wall items will be revealed as we get closer to the event. So that, and then this little verbatim down here talks about how they're going to pass downs are not very feasible in a 3-week time frame. And then best way to accommodate players would be through last chance qualifier, which is cool. So as someone who's I don't know, like 2024 has gotten a lot of flack for its OP cycle. Sure, it's been kind of sad, but I kind of like as someone in the top 15, because it goes the top 5 and then the next 15. So top 5 are guaranteed, and then like the next 15 are the ones racing for the most part. Because the top 5 is kind of settled for the most part. We know Colby's up there, Calvin, Zach, Jacob Masur, and I think Josh is up there too. My teammates. So I've enjoyed the chase. Like, I like the race. I've enjoyed the race a lot. So I think that's like a really cool thing about this year's OP system. Sure, pricing hasn't been there. Events really haven't been there. And that's kind of a bummer. But I think as like a race, it's been a lot of fun. Because like I had we had a bunch of players in the running in the beginning half of the year. And then as the years trickled on, half of us kind of tailed off. And then me, Ryan Kogod, and Cole Hyatt are the ones who are in that top 15 bracket trying to make it to Worlds. So every local qualifier this year, every local championship this year has been a struggle. It's been a fight. So Season 4, it's come down to all we need is more points is to stay in that bracket and then top 50% at Nats, and then we're in. I think goal is to top 8, obviously, or win Nats. But if we can get to that percentage points, like after, like I have 3 or 4 more LQs to go to, and then if I get points at all of those, great. Oh, I mean bonus points, because entry points don't matter, because everyone gets entry points. So we want bonus points, and that's how we maintain our lead on people below us. There's only one person behind me, and that's David Toombs. But yeah, so it's like just getting more and more points every event, and as I like to call it, points positive. As long as we can stay in that points positive range, we are safe. And then come Nats, all we have to do is top 50%. I think unless like something really crazy happens and everyone below me gets 9 through 16 or something, and they jump me somehow, which is really weird. Also, it matters if people in the top 15 bracket top 8 at Nats, then the leaderboard changes, and then it gets set after NA Nats. So, yeah, it's great. This race has been a lot of fun. So I think I may be the only one who's kind of enjoyed it. And it's been a little bit of a grind, which is fine. I mean, we're trying for Worlds. It should be hard to get there. So, but yeah. So going on to other news. Page back. The monthly ban and errata date. Happy December, fighters. This year ends with a short article. Single entry. We're errating Naito Monoma. Is old. Response once per game. After your attack deals damage, gain all abilities on your rival's character for the rest of the game. This ability cannot be cancelled. Is new. Is response once per game. After your attack deals damage, gain all blitz, enhance, form, response abilities printed on your rival's character for the rest of the game. This ability can't be canceled. So they're kind of leaking something. If they haven't had a blitz ability on a character yet, it's only been on attacks, so it'd be really interesting to have, that'd be an interesting design space to have a blitz on a character. First was our modern attempt at the carrier copying the opposing character. He was written under our old design philosophy where we weren't experimenting with new ideas so rapidly. We're using a lot less blanket ideas when possible. Monoma questions come up a lot from both players. And in our internal discussions when developing new projects, this changes character's time is primarily limited to interactions as the retro pool grows even wider, which makes sense. We're considered limited to non-continuous abilities, but chose to point out specific types you'd be able to emulate going forward. This also prevents situations like Immortal Monoma in the Reiner Braun Warrior matchup, since the ability allowing Naito to return to full health is Reiner's continuous ability, and that causes his transformation. So what will happen is Reiner 2, when he goes to 0, he goes back to full and flips. So if pre-errata Monoma would copy him, he would just go to full. because he can't flip because he has no transformational side. So it would be a do what you can rule. So he'd just go to full. So against Reiner 2, or Reiner Warrior, or Reiner 2 as I call him, he would just go to full after he goes to 0. So he would never die. And so the only way Reiner 2 could beat him is to mill him out. That's it. He can't kill him, so he has to mill him out. And the issue is Reiner 2 likes to mill, so yeah. It kind of like, you just, I guess, play one card a turn and just either offer the draw or make the Monoma character kill you, which enhance they would have to mill too, so he may mill out faster. So yeah, it's really weird, and I'm glad they fixed it. I know a lot of people were sad that Bert 2 wasn't on this list, but I don't know. Well, I think they're going to let Bert 2 ride for another month and see what happens, see if he makes a bigger splash. We have a couple events. We have 3 events, I think, this weekend. The Boar's Hat case event. I believe the finals of the David Toombs and Tamara Cardwell webcam series. I think the Worlds is this weekend or the weekend after. And then I believe the final round gang, Yay Team, are running a 3K circuit for Attack on Titan Spotlight. If I'm not mistaken, that's happening all this weekend or in the next week, so it's crazy. And then, yeah, that's crazy. That's it. Everyone expected a lot more, and it's just poor little Monoma. Poor Monoma with one crazy interaction. They just didn't want him to have it, which makes sense because if it's like at a table 100 and everyone's done and we're just waiting for this game to go to time and then to overtime, and it just, yeah, it saves everybody time in the long run. So, I'll link this article and the World's article in the description boxes below. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Later on today, the Bert 2 deck profile that was going to come out at 9 a.m. is going to come out at noon. So yeah, and that's all I got for you guys. So again, thanks for watching. Have a happy holidays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit those bells for notifications. Share this in all your groups. And until the next video, take care.